Hello to all engineers and friends. My name is Eng.Abbas Samadi. In this demo, I am going to introduce one software with the name of the Strubim still. Before everything, I would like to thank you to contribute in my demo for Strubim still. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. If you subscribe, you can receive the next demo and training in the future. Strubim still is a free software by the CYPE company. If you want to find this software, you can go to an internet in the bimserver.center. You can log in to the website and you can create your own account. I have my account. I enter to the bimserver.center. In the bimserver.center, we can collaborate with other engineers for one project, and we can find different kind of software in the store bimserver.center. You can see we have a new features. We have a manufacturer system. Some of this application is free and some of them are not free. This one is free software, and we have a popular software. A structural analysis for Strubim still is free. For shear wall is not free, and for Strubim rebar we have to pay. A Strubim analysis, we have a Strubim design for steel and concrete structure. Also for this one we have to pay. For site 3D, for Strubim foundation, and for Strubim anchor, and also for OpenBIM health and safety we have to pay. We have a bill of quantities. We have an electrical system. We have an HVAC system. We have a telecommunication. We have a plumbing and wastewater. And we have a thermal analysis. We have an acoustic analysis. And we have a fire safety. We have a application groups. And also we have a interoperability in bimservers.center, and we can find all the software, which is 145 application. I'm going back to the Strubim still. You can click to the Strubim still. You can find description about this software. You can find available languages, and also you can see the compatibility with different windows and the number of the downloads, and you can click to the download. And if you want to see the environment of the software, you can click to the photo. Now I want to run the software. I click to the Strubim still. In the Strubim still, we can create a steel structure, and we can create connection between different elements, and for analysis and design and for creating drawing, we can export to the other software of CYPE. For analysis and design, we can export to the CYPE analysis, and for creating drawing, we can export to the CYPE 3D. When we open the software, we can face with the 4 categories: file, recent files, help, and BIM server.center, which is connected with the BIM server.center. You can see my name and connected. It's connected because when you create it, automatically your file will be appear and will be shown in the BIM server.center. You can create to the new, and in the job name and in the file name I add the new name with the structure, and in the description you can type still structure created by Strubim. Strubim still. Then you can click accept. We have a select object and we have a create new project. I click to the create new project. In the new project, we have a project name. I add structure 1 and type of project, it's professional, or we can use as a test. View option, you can see visible in BIM server.center, visible to my contacts, not visible. I can click not visible. And management, we have open to my contacts, and close. Just I choosing close, and you can type about the project in the description. I click to the accept, then I click finish. You can see the project panel in the Strubim. We have an introduction, we have an edit panel, we have a tools panel, we have a joints, assembly, we have a view, and we have a BIM model panel. Also, here we have a basic command to use Strubim still, and we have a user interface. Firstly, I want to add the grid. I click to the grid. By clicking to the add new elements to this list, I click this one. We have a position and orientation, lies in the X direction, lies in the Y direction. Also, we have an option which is the elevation. In the global X coordinate and global Y coordinate, I leave it as a 0. In the lies in X direction, in the label which is A, and in the label B, I define the distance which is 4 meter and 8 meter. And you can see visible tag at origin. We have origin, at end, at both end, or no. I'm choosing at origin. And in the Y direction, we have a label 1 and we have a label 2, which is 4 and 8 meter, but at end. Then in elevation, I add distance 3.20 meter, then 3.20 meter. Then I click accept. And you can see my grid. If you click to the 3D orbit and hold the left key in mouse, you can rotate the grid in the user interface. Then you have to turn it off, and you can use the panning window panning, and you can use highlight zoom, or you can hold on Ctrl+M to zoom this specific point, and we have a zoom out to X, and we have a full window, and we have a previous window, which is go back to the previous opening window. We have a BIM model, we have a section, we can add the section, we have a boards, we have a anchors, we have a bolts, we have a vault, and we have a library. We have a material library, we have a section library, we have a bolt library, and also we have an anchor library. If I click to the section library, you can see different kind of section: I section, channel section, T section, L section, I section, round bar, and square bar. Then I click accept, and if you click to the materials library, you can find different kinds of material. And in the bolt library, you have a different kind of bolt library, and we have an anchor library. Then I click accept, and we have a tag that we can tag the section. I click to the section. In the section, I'm choosing I section. In the layout, we have a I section, we have an I section with plate, double I section with the plate, and double I section. I'm choosing I section, and in section series, we can change the section, and in the section, we can define the size of the section. I'm choosing IPE 200. Then I click accept. And in the rotation, I'm changing 0 to 90. Then I accept. Then I draw a section. You can see when we want to drawing, we have a snap point. It's like AutoCAD. By clicking to this object reference or push the F2, we can see the object references. Then again, I draw a section. I change it to the 0 rotation. For this one also I change it to the 0. Then I click accept. Then I add a section. After that, I want to draw a beam. So I'm changing the section to the IPE 140. Then I click accept. Then I draw from the center to the center. Okay. Now I want to move the section to the down. So I click to the move. Then I'm choosing the top flange. Then I move it to the center of the column. And for this part, so After that, I want to create a connection. For one connection and for one column to the base plate, I create a connection. I click to the joint. For the beam to the column connection, which is this one, beam to the flange of the column, we have this connection, moment connection with T sub, and we have a connection with plates bolted to the web and flanges. I'm choosing this one, and you can see the connection here. You can see the plate at the top, plate in the web, and plate in the bottom flange. Then I click accept, then I'm choosing the column, then choosing the beam. You can see we have a flanges, material, thickness, X dimension and Y dimension. We have a web, and we have a separation between section. And we have a shims on the top flange and shims on the bottom flange. Also, we have a bolts flange if we want to define a bolt and bolts on the web. I want to add a new element to the list. You can see okay. -10. This one should be -20. This one should be 20. -50. 20. Okay. This one should be 20. -50. -10. -20. -30. And for the web, 50, 10, -50, and 10. After that, I click accept. And for the connection between the beam and column, I click to the selection connection, and I'm choosing the moment connection to the web of the main section. This one, then I click accept, choosing the column, then after that the column and beam. We have to move it to the center. Okay. After that, I click to the joint and click accept, choose the column, choose the let me choose this section. Okay. If you change the parameters, and you can see here in 3D, it's interactive. We have a geometry, we have a junction type in 2 modes. We have an end plate in additional reinforcement. We have a beam for top haunch, you can see, and for bottom haunch, and stiffener at the haunch end. And we can define a bolts for the connection between the beam and the column, and we can define a weld based on our analysis. Then I click accept. You can see the connection, you can see the weld, and you can see the vertical triangle area in the end of the column, and you can see the weld in the web and in the flange. Okay, let me show one connection for base plate. I'm choosing this section, then I click accept, and if I click to the center, you can see the plate added to the column. If I change the distance to 30 millimeter, and for DT 30, and for DL I'm choosing 30 millimeter, and for DR 30 millimeter. If I want to add a stiffener, I can define stiffener. I'm choosing the stiffener at the end of the flange, like this one. If I want to define anchor, I can define anchor here. And another one, -60. And in the Y, I can choose 10 and 20. And this one is 20. You can see the anchor added to the base plate. And we have a vault. If you want to add the hole, we can add the hole in the base plate. And we have a shear key. We can add the shear key. And we can define the L, X, and Y. Then I click accept. You can see in different views, in the XZ direction, in the XY, in the YZ, and if you want to see in isometric, you can see in isometric. If you want to see the section perpendicular to the global x-axis, you can see the section. This is the technology that we can see in Strubim. And you have to turn it off, and we can see section perpendicular to the global y-axis. And global in the z-axis, we can see the section. You can see. And if you want to add the tag for each section, I'm going to the tags. Here we have a reference. I define C1 for the column. I'm choosing the color. Then I accept. And again, for the beam, I add, then I define B1. I define red color, then accept. And in the assign tag, I'm choosing the column. I'm choosing C1, then accept. Then for the beam, I'm choosing assign tag. I define B1, then accept. And if you click to the projection type, you can see in the perspective, and also from here you can see 3D view, and you can rotate it in a 3D view. And for exporting to the BIM server, I have to click to the export link, and you can see the file name, the description, and accept. And you can see it will generate IFC file. Then I click accept. This is the end of my presentation. I hope that you enjoy from this presentation. If you have any inquiry and request, you can send me email. I will answer to you as soon as possible. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel for receiving the next presentation and training regarding engineering software. Thank you very much.